Lehigh Valley Railroad went over the Jordan Creek. And as you can see it, the Jordan Creek. And this is what is left of the Grand Station, the Grand Railroad Station. Right here, there it is, the steel girders. How about that? If I was to taking a little trip from Easton, Pennsylvania to Allentown, Pennsylvania on the train, this is where I most likely, where I would have gotten off, right here. Isn't that something?
The LV built its original passenger line between Allentown and Easton in 1855. Wow. And relocated its station to downtown Allentown here, next to the Jordan Creek.
And as you can see, there's the railroad tracks. So I'm gonna think that this would have been the front, looking down over here. Would have been the front of the station. Now it's so cold right now, I cannot gather my directions, so that may be Easton, that away. Here's the Lehigh Valley Railroad running up along Jordan Creek.
So the LVR reached its peak in the 1940s. The heavy reliance on the automobile ceased passenger operations in 1961. In 1972, then, the station was torn down. And you can see the steel girders that held the station above the Jordan Creek. The Black Diamond, also known as the Black Diamond Express, was the flagship passenger train of the Lehigh Valley Railroad from 1896 until May 11th, 1959. Distance traveled from New York City to Buffalo, 463 miles. A couple may have traveled from New York City at Penn Station through New Jersey into Easton, Pennsylvania, Bethlehem, and arrived at Allentown, Pennsylvania. With the nicknames the handsomest train in the world and the Honeymoon Express, the couple was provided with the line's best set of lightweight, streamlined coaches. This railroad may have been the smallest to serve the Buffalo and New York market. However, it is one of the most fondly remembered with its fascinating history. Good morning. When I was down in Allentown filming, it was probably one of the coldest mornings of the year.
And now here I am, probably in one of the hottest mornings of the year. But I thought I would end the video here. Wasn't quite sure about this video, and I wasn't really going anywhere. I mean, I had some pictures, I had some iron girders, and wasn't quite sure. I didn't know whether I was gonna just stop it all together and go on from there. But I kept after it a little bit. I dug into it a little bit. Now, it's just an introductory sort of video, like a lot of my videos are. There's a lot out there. If you go looking, there's a lot out there about the Black Diamond Express, and I invite you to do that. So get on the internet and find out about it. It's exciting. Now, it wasn't for everybody, though. Not for everybody, as you will see. So I began to think, how can I make this video more exciting? And I started thinking about anybody that might have gotten on the train, Grand Central Station in New York City on a Friday night and was going, maybe into Buffalo. Or possibly even before that, maybe to Mock Chunk, or Jim Thorpe now, for a weekend of partying. And I got to thinking, well, maybe the partying started when they got on the train. Maybe. Or maybe the honeymoon. Maybe that couple that I spoke about. Maybe the honeymoon started when they first got on the train. Maybe there's a lot more to this story than what I'm finding out. The early 1920s, pre-Depression area. A lot of people didn't have. Prohibition area. A lot of people were against the booze and the partying. And I came across a preacher, and he would get up there in front of his congregation and give them a sermon on the Black Diamond Express. So I found it on the internet. I'm going to read it off my phone here to you. On April 23rd, 1927, 2 years before the Depression hit, Reverend A.W. Nix recorded a two-part singing sermon called The Black Diamond Express to Hell, accompanied by his congregation. According to the lyrics, sin is the engineer, pleasure is the headlight, and the devil is the conductor. When the Black Diamond leaves the station, the bell is a-ringing. Hell-bound, hell-bound, and the devil cries out, all aboard for hell. Yes, and it was not the only time, the only day that he had that sermon. He had many times, many sermons on that particular subject. Yes, yeah. So, he knew or heard something about the Black Diamond Express that he didn't think the congregation should ride on that train. So I found his sermon. And I'm going to have you listen to it. Not all of it. No, it goes on and on and on, maybe 8 minutes or so. But I'll give you a little bit of it. And I'm not even quite sure I can get away with it on YouTube. I might get a strike against me. But so be it if I do. So just listen for a few seconds, give you an idea of the popular culture.
Wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go in thereat. Amen. This train is known as the Black Diamond Express train to hell. Sin is the engineer, pleasure is the headlight, and the devil is the conductor. I see the Black Diamond as she starts off for hell. The bell is ringing, hell bound, hell bound. The devil cries out, all aboard for hell. First station is Drunkersville. Stop there and let all the drunkards get on board. I have a big crowd down there drinking jump steady, some drinking shinny, some drinking moonshine, some drinking white mule and red horse. All of you drunkards, you got to go to hell on the Black Diamond train. The Black Diamond starts off for hell now. Next station is Liars Avenue. Wait there and let all the liars get on board. I have a big crowd of liars down there. Have some